right, Shalom. This is Hara 1 by Nyasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Harakah Kodash, Ma'amath. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. Shalom to you, Akim, Nakwatim, and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. It's going to be a quick lesson. I had a thought that was on my spirit when I went to the store the other day. And while I was at the store, and I saw it on a commercial as well, but I experienced it myself. It was a commercial to where it was a guy wanted to use some cash, and the lady laughed at him and said that was weird. And I experienced that the other day when I asked the cashier for my change. I said, "Oh, I thought you were gonna give me cash." He said, "Yeah, that'd be weird." So it's something going on in the media or out here in the world where they're pushing that mindset of a cashless society, and people are accepting it. They're being trained and weaned into it to where you have a cashless society instead of dealing with fiat currency. The old system, we would call it the old world order. It's really got pushed in 1913 when they established the dollar as the American currency, and in 1944 with the Bretton Woods Agreement, we established the dollar as the world reserve currency. And then you have the petrodollar in 1973. All right, so now they want to do away with that old system and bring in a cashless society to where they have more control. No cash means more control for them. All right, because before you can make a deal, kind of like bartering, just trading dollars, or you can hide money under your mattress or in a jar. But now they want to take that away. All right, they want to know every move people make, build a ledger, a digital ledger through blockchain, showing every move that a person makes on this earth, and limiting the money that they're going to be able to have in those accounts. Like they have something called Bitcoin coming up over there in Britain. Bitcoin. So they're saying it's not going to be out till 2025, but we know the way things are moving, all they create the order out of the chaos. So they have everything there. They'll set the table, then cause all the chaos to happen. They'll be like, "Oh, I had the answer right here waiting the whole time. We got the Bitcoin. It's ready. So we're gonna bring it out in 2025, but since this tragedy happened, let's go ahead and bring it out now." So get ready they got Bitcoin, they're gonna have Fed coin, the USD coin, which is gonna branch to be a branch of the Fed coin. They're gonna have two forms of the coin over here in America, two layers of it, where one coin represents a locally distributed amount, which would be in America, where people will have a carbon-based, credit-based account to their name, to where if you go out and you buy too much food or you use too much gas, they can cut off your money and say you bought too much fuel today, you won't be able to buy stuff at the store and get this food from the store that cause a carbon footprint to make. See, that's the scheme. More control. All right, so they can just erase your account, like Aaron Russo was saying. They could just cut it off. What happened if somebody disagree? Well, we just cut off their C-hip, So yeah, they're moving towards that, and they got the Bitcoin coming up. But they said the people over there in the UK can only have up to 10,000 pounds in their account, so they're gonna lose the rest. And if they don't use it in a certain amount of time, they'll the money has a what do you call it? It can be outdated. So if you don't use your money by a certain amount of time, they're gonna have to delete your money from your account. So that's like what, forcing you to use the money, forcing us into a slavery, more of a slavery system. So where people have to spend the money, and then they got to trust that they're gonna get the money back from the government in this new system they're building. So, in return, I recognize and I gesture or I laugh at these people that say, "Hey, it's weird." Like the cashier I had, she said, "Hey, that'd be weird having to deal with cash." Not weird to me. It is kind of weird because the dollar is a fiat currency, meaning a floating currency, not real money. It's funny money. So there was a scheme anyway. You know, that's an abomination to the Lord, right? Let me get that real quick. This is Proverbs 20:10. Diverse weights and diverse measures, both of them are like an abomination to Yahweh. All right. Right. So that's like the dollar, which is diverse weights, and then because it's supposed to be a measurement of gold, but now the dollar's not worth anything since 1971, the Nixon shock, where they removed the gold standard and put the petrol behind it, and now the petrol deal is falling apart. Petrol dollar, because the world is trading each other. The world nations are trading each other oil in their own currencies and in blockchain. So it's destroying the what? The petrodollar. All right. So this old system was a false balance and diverse measure, diverse weights. With Esau, what they did in the Roman Empire, coin clipping, to where they would take certain amounts of the gold away. So by the time you get your coin, it had been clipped and replaced with false alloy metals that it wouldn't be worth the it wouldn't have its worth anymore in the Roman Empire, and that's how the Roman Empire fell. All right, financially, it had a financial collapse, and then an insurrection of the Vikings that came against the Roman Empire, the Western Roman Empire, and they fell in 410 AD. All right, so the same thing is happening for this empire, America. So they're switching from when they stole the gold and silver and the copper from the penny out of Fort Knox, started taken away from the currency in America. So it has no real value except for de facto, meaning everybody agrees that it has this value. But that agreement is changing. The world is in agreement that the dollar has no value. So that's where you have what? Hyperinflation. These nations moving away from the dollar, from their world reserve currency. So now they want to move towards digital. And with the digital concept, it's full control. And that's what they want. They want total control. Proverbs 11:1. A false balance is abomination to Yahweh, but a just weight is his delight. See, he wants people to deal straightly, man. A false balance, and the dollar is a false balance anyway. So them bringing in this Bitcoin, a blockchain, they giving people crumbs of crumbs. While the elites already got rich. Remember the CEOs were leaving, taking the money. Then you have billions of dollars being pushed out to these corporations before the great crash is coming, before the dollar collapse, before the hyperinflation, before a cyber attack. And then they say, hey, we got the answer to everything. this digital coin. And these idiots that have been groomed into it, the frog in the pot mindset, slow boil, they're going to accept it. They're going to say, yeah, get us out of this confusion, you know. We didn't want to deal with cash anyway. It's too much of it. It's dirty. They even got the lines at the store set up to where it's frustration. So people will want the new system. You know, now they got computers there, no cashier, speedy checkout, do it yourself. You walk by and eventually they're gonna say you can just tap, right? They got that where you can just tap it with your card. So it's all there, man. And they're moving towards it quick, and they're grooming the people's mind. When that woman said that to me, she said, yeah, that'd be weird, using cash, right? We don't want to use that. I was like, what? You want to use cash. Cash, the word cash means having something readily on hand, meaning it's in your possession. Once it's in the bank, you lose. They say if it's in the bank, it's not yours. Because all the bank got to do is shut down. And the banks don't have no money anyway until we put the money in there. So at any moment they could shut it down and people can't access their money, which is happening all over America today. All right, so, you know, with a cashless society comes less freedom. This is of Wikipedia, cashless society. In a cashless society, financial transactions are not conducted with physical banknotes or coins, but instead with digital information. And that's what they want. They want to be able to make transactions happen super fast. Instead of at the fractions they have it at now, the timing of it. Even with the Swift International, they want to move away from that system so they can go to blockchain or the XRP, Ripple, and they want to be able to use that and have it like lightning fast transactions from within America. They're going to have a coin here, and then they're going to have a branch off of that coin, same coin, that can be traded globally. Transactions through the nations, not just the average citizen. So they're going to have two forms of the coin. All right. So they want lightning fast transactions. Cashless societies have existed from the time when human society came into existence, based on barter and other methods of exchange, right? And they're not allowing the barter system. You can't legally in America. You could walk up to your electric company and pay your electric bill with an orange, if they will accept it, or Apple, or a certain amount of gold or silver, or with your signature from your birth certificate. But they don't accept that. See, they might accept it, but the feds won't back you up on it, the Federal Reserve, So the criminal is the Federal Reserve. All right. So it says what? And cashless transactions have also become possible in modern times using credit cards, debit cards, mobile payments, and that was the grooming when they put them cards in our hands, and people started. Then they put the C-hip on the card. They said now they asking you got your tap. You can just tap it. See that they groomed us for it. Now they got you standing at a register with a stack of cards in your hand. That's the next thing. People are like, yeah, I can get rid of these cards, man. I got all these different cards, debit cards. Now I can just walk through and just tap it. Just tap the register and I'm good with the C-hip. Now I don't have to open my door with my keys. Now I don't see. All brainwashing, deception by the devil, and these idiots gonna fall for it. All right, and digital currencies such as Bitcoin. So people using what? Bitcoin. That's the one they're gonna go for. All right, they're gonna have it operating alongside the debit cards, the credit cards, the dollar as you see less of it out here. You can go a whole month now without using cash. You won't even notice it. All right. It says in digital currencies such as Bitcoin. However, this article focuses on the term cashless society in the sense of a move towards a society in which cash is replaced by its digital equivalent. In other words, ledger, legal tender, money exists in is recorded and is exchanged only in electronic digital form. Right, that's a cashless society. And through that cashless society, they're going to have more control, and then you're going to get Revelations 13 and 16. This is Ecclesiastes 7 and 12. For wisdom is the defense, right? Wisdom is our principal defense. And money is a defense, right? Money is a defense as well. It gives you freedom, just like wisdom. But wisdom gives you true freedom. Sets you free. The truth shall set you free. Just like money can keep you free. Paying your rent, the Lord said, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's. Paying your taxes, paying your bills, paying for food, right? The dollar, or the money, or gold or silver, farms, that's the things we had. But they took all of that away. Trained everybody up to be slaves in this society through their schools that was started by the Rockefellers. School system or curriculum that they established to train us to be factory workers. Clock in, clock out, hear the alarm, just like in school, time to get back to work or get off work. Grading, schedule, good servant, bad servant, employee, good student, bad student, A, B, C, D, F. Taught us nothing. It taught us everything about nothing. Instead of teaching us true values like, how to handle your bills and banking and, the scriptures, basic values in life. So they didn't teach us that in school. Instead, they diverted us to learn what is a penny, what do you call that? Calculus, chemistry, and all that. All right. So, so money is a defense as well, man. And in what they call a democracy, you have the rich pay taxes for the poor, and the poor pay taxes for the rich. So they're paying for each other's problems, which is another form of a slave system. In the society where the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, now they just want the rich, super rich, and they want everybody else poor. No middle class. They already got rid of the middle class. All right. But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life to them that have it. So the Lord said, with all that getting, get wisdom. All right. So, but money is a defense as well. So you walk around, you have money in your pocket, you can pay for things. But if you have no money and they're controlling it, they've taken away your defense. Revelations 13 and 15. No, yeah. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. And that's talking about America. So America has that power, that special drawing right, the SDR, within the IMF basket of currency. They have special drawing rights to where they can switch their currency that's in the SDR basket which all the nations have a dollar, U.S. dollars, in their reserves. They just started dumping them. And they have to maintain that money that they have in the SDR basket of currencies. But America has the power to switch their currency as it loses power in the basket of currencies against China and Russia. China and Russia are backing their currencies by gold, silver, oil, blockchain. And America has lost all of that power. So their currency is failing, but it's still the world reserve currency. So you have, it's still the world reserve currency. So within the SDR basket of currencies, America can transform its currency into a digital coin. And that's the power that America has right now. That's the only power they got, is to change their currency from a dollar, physical paper dollar system, to a ledger-based blockchain digital dollar. And that's what they're going to do. So America has that power to give life to the system of the beast, of the European Union, the Roman Empire, the elites, NATO, whoever. All right? That the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So they're going to try to force everybody to submit to what these globalists are doing in Europe. To submit to the World Economic Forum and Klaus Schwab and them, and Rothschilds. So they're going to force the world to submit to them. And the beginning of that submission is starting with the the interface, or what they call the Mickey Vicky, what they were giving out. You got people dropping dead from it, connecting these people to a system. All right, connecting them to a digital system where they can read their metrics, So that's the beginning of the submission. And he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive the mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that comes next. The size of a grain of rice, and they're gonna put it in the right hand or in the forehead. They already got it created. Now they're just building up the system and everything to it, and the mindset and the dream of it, getting people to accept it. And the ones that get it, they're going to be destroyed, man. All right. It says that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right. So the number of his name represents an account. Like what Tazariak and them did, went down there and got it. Now they have a count within their newer system, and they're owned by whatever company administered the jizab, like Pfizer, Moderna, So anyway, I'll leave that alone because I don't get no flag on my video. So nobody's gonna be able to buy or sell. Right now you can still buy or sell, even though you didn't agree with the World Health Organization or Fauci and them. But soon, with what's coming, you won't be able to buy or sell because they're not going to be operating on a fiat currency system anymore. They're going to move towards a digital, a cashless society. And a lot of these people are going to accept it because they've been groomed for it. Somebody put a fire around a person, so if I put a fire around a person and I bring the water, they're going to thank me for that water, even though I set them on fire. That's order out of chaos. All right, Proverbs 14 and 15. The simple believeth every word, man. Simple, just foolish. They believe every word, especially on the media and the banks. Yeah, it'd be weird to have $1, wouldn't it? No, it wouldn't. It'd be weird to have gold and silver. No, it wouldn't. It'd be weird to have a farm. No, it wouldn't. See that? They've trained people to think it's something weird strange to them because they're so used to being groomed and moving along with this society, what they're pushing, American dream or American lies. All right, so the simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his goings. That's what the Lord said. Knowledge and wisdom should be the stability of that times, man. And watching, being circumspect. But these people are not watching, they sleep. And they're being guided along like in hypnosis. And you know, it'd be weird using $1. I don't want that. All right, 2 Thessalonians 2:8. And then shall that wicked be revealed. See, Esau is the wicked, and they're being revealed in these last days. Whom Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. All right, so consume all their lies and deception and disguises. So they're going to be revealed through the scriptures, revealed through the prophecies. All right. And in the spirit of truth, the spirit of his mouth. His mouth represents his elect, the prophets. And shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, man. When the Lord shows up in his glory, he's going to destroy the same wicked that were revealed. All right, that's why the scriptures say in Revelations, we just went over that the other day with the lake of fire. It said the dead is going to cast up those that are in it, the sea. Meaning they're going to be exposed, all their wickedness, before they get destroyed. They ain't going to be able to hide. And the gold and silver that has rusted, meaning this system, this cancerous system that they got set up, is going to be a witness to them. That they are the wicked, they are the thief, they are the rich man, these elites, these globalists. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders, man. So the Bitcoin and blockchain, that's all lying wonders and power that they have, which is adversarial. You know, makes them, everything they do is an adversary to Yahushua, to righteousness. So their weights, their balances, their measures are all abominations to the Lord. They increase their desires as hell. All right? So they're adversaries to the truth. They're adversaries to righteousness. That's what the word Satan means. So, and they're moving that paganistic, devil-worshiping system and religion. That's what they want to bring to the forefront. All right, the evil spirits that leaped out of the dragon, the mouth of the dragon like a frog. The banking system with NATO, with the elites, the globalists. Then you have the military system with NATO, and then you have the religious system. All of that is satanic. And America has been doing and will do the bidding of those elites over there in Europe. And with all deceivableness, with all deceivableness, everything they're doing is deception of unrighteousness in them that perish, man. So the ones that set up to perish, they're going to believe those lies. They're going to be walking around saying, yeah, I'm glad we ain't got to use no dollar. Because they received not the love of the truth that they might be saved. So they got to receive this truth to be able to understand truly what times we're in. Even if they seem like they're woke, like Alex Jones, they still gonna get caught out there and get destroyed in what's coming. And for this cause, Yahweh shall send them what? Strong delusion, that they shall believe the lies, man. So at some point, these people you're gonna start seeing them giving in and believing the lies that Esau pushing. And they're gonna do a about face, and they're gonna start to accept this new system they're pushing on everybody. Say, hey, we ain't got no choice. I gotta go to work. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. I gotta take care of my family. Look at them on the holidays. I gotta take care of the children. They're gonna be the same mindset. When it's a cashless society and they say you gotta make a choice, get this in your hand or in your forehead or whatever, and they're gonna say, well, I gotta take care of the children. So the Lord gonna send them that strong delusion, make them delusional, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in our righteousness, man. So they believe not the truth, that the Lord gonna destroy this place, America, the daughter of Babylon, and that this place is polluted, it's wicked. And, the ones that don't believe that, they're gonna get caught up and believe the lies of Esau. And, the ones that have pleasure in this American dream, it's gonna turn quickly into a nightmare.